Hello everybody, I'm Linda with Gotta Be Handmade. Thank you for joining me. I tried this earlier and I had technical difficulties, but I'm back. We are creating a decorative throw pillow for the insert that we created earlier. I shared with you how to create a custom throw pillow insert. Now this is the insert that we created, and it was a custom size. It is a 20 by 17, 20 this way, 17 this way. And if you go to my YouTube channel, It Gotta Be Handmade, you'll have step-by-step instructions on making the insert yourself. Today we are making the cover for the throw pillow insert, and I'm inserting the zipper. What I have done so far is I have added 1 inch to the measurements. So the fabric that you purchase for the throw pillow will be 1 inch larger than the throw pillow itself. Hello, thank you for joining me. Now the custom throw pillow insert that we made earlier is 20 inches this way. So your fabric would be 21 inches, and the throw pillow was 17 inches this way. So your fabric would be 18 inches. So you'll need a beautiful fabric, whatever you desire, that will be at least 21 inches by 18 inches. And your insert will fit perfectly. Now, when I tried this earlier, I was sharing with you that I made a 1 inch seam down the side of the fabric after we got it measured, and I pressed it and everything, and I was stitching the zipper, and I had technical difficulties. So let me turn the camera to my machine and we can finish inserting the zipper, and you can see exactly what it will look like as you're doing it. Now let me get my camera right here so you can really see. And as I was saying, you don't have to use the zipper foot for this project unless you just want to, because you don't have to be very close. This is for a throw pillow and not for a garment. Now I have the zipper right in the center of that seam allowance that I have pressed open, and I put a couple of pins just to hold it as I'm stitching. Now let's stitch. Remove your pins as you're stitching, because you don't want to hurt yourself. You don't want to break a needle. And just stitch. And I keep my machine on a nice even stitch, not too fast, giving me a chance to really control the flow. I'm going to go all the way down to the end, all the way. Now stop, remove this last pin, and you're going to stitch all the way down and stop. Now if you have one of those machines like mine, your machine will also cut your thread, but the problem that I have with that is I always have to rethread my machine to get started again, because it clips my thread a little too close. There we go. So we have one side of the zipper done, and naturally you're going to clip these ends off and not have this excess strings hanging. So clip those off, and that's one side of your zipper that's sewn in. Now let me turn this over on the right side of the fabric, and you can see, you see, you have one side of the zipper sewn down, just like that. Now this is the side that's not sewn. You see? Now let's do this side. Let me clip this thread. You're going to clip any excessive threads that are hanging in strings so your work will be neat. And the same thing, but this time we'll start at the bottom and we're going to stitch up. And I'll show you how you go all the way down as you're doing this. Lower my foot, lower my needle, and make certain this is even, especially now that my pins have been removed. If you like and you feel better about it, you can add pins to this side as well. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it and try to hold it securely and stitch. That's why I try not to stitch too fast, so I can kind of be in control of what's happening. We're almost there. We're halfway there. And make certain prior to starting this project that you get a package of new needles, because after I created the insert, I had to place a new needle in my machine, and so you will probably have to do the same thing. Now right here, I'm going to lift my foot and I'm going to unzip my zipper so that zipper head will be out of the way. And I'm going to lower the foot. Wait a minute. Just like that. Lower the foot and continue stitching. Same thing like we did on the other end. We're going to go all the way down to the end off the fabric. And let me show you. Now you have your zipper. You see? Nice and neat, inserted in your fabric. And you can zip it up, zip it down. Now, the reason that you add the reason that you add a zipper to your throw pillow covers is that you can take the insert out and you can launder or you can dry clean your throw pillows to keep them nice and clean. So depending on your fabric, when you purchase your fabric, the fabric will have written on the end of the boat how to care for the fabric. So if you don't want a fabric that needs to be dry cleaned, make certain you read the fabric boat. The boat is the cardboard that the fabric is wrapped around. Make certain you read the end of that, and it will tell you how to care for the fabric. It will tell you if it can be washed, laundered, or if you need to dry clean the fabric. Now that we have the zipper in the fabric, we're going to fold our fabric wrong sides out. Just like that. The zipper is on this end. This is the opposite end. Now what we're going to do is we're going to stitch all the way down. Remember, we have a 1/2 inch. We're going to stitch all the way down. And we're going to stitch all the way down on all 3 sides. So let's get started. I enjoy making these. I really do. You know, sometimes the colors in your decor, you just simply cannot find those colors in pre-made decorations for your room. So it's great if you learn how to make them, and some things are really, really easy, like this throw pillow. And you can find some really fabulous fabrics. And because you only need 20 inches or so, because most of them come 45 inches wide or wider, you can have some really beautiful things in your home decor. Okay, now I'm going to fold this, and we're going to get started. Now on my machine, I have an area that is pre-measured. Uh-oh, I just broke that needle. Did I just break that needle? Yes, I did. Did I break it? Ah, just broke that needle. It will happen, and it's gonna happen to you. Let me see if I have another needle, because this happened to me. We know it can happen to you. Just broke that needle. Wait 1 minute. Let me get my sewing box and see if I have another needle. I hope I don't have to stop this video again. But these things happen, and you'll know how to deal with them if it happens to you. I have so many sewing boxes. This is the one that should have needles to my sewing machine. Let's see if I have a needle in here. I don't have a sewing needle. I have an embroidery needle. So I'm going to have to stop this video once again until I get a needle. Let me see if I can use this needle. Now, added to my list of don't ever start a video unless I have extra needles. Let me see if this one will work. I don't think it will, but while you're on, let's give it a shot. And I just said, make certain you have a needle, a package of needles, because you'll need to change your needles. Now I keep a piece of fabric, test fabric. Let's see. We can try it, and if it works, great. I stop it and cut it this time. Aha! Yep, working just great. So you see, that's why you need to have a package of needles with you whenever you start a sewing project. Now, when I was in school, they taught us that for every sewing project started with a new needle. Every new sewing project started with a new needle. And when I was taking embroidery classes, for machine embroidery, same thing. Every new embroidery project, they warned us, always start with a new embroidery machine needle. And never ever sew over pins. All right, let's see how we're gonna do. Okay, so far so good. Now line up your seam allowances so they will be your seam will be nice and even as you're sewing. Let's just keep going. Oh yes, that needle is working great. Now, let me see. Let me measure. I need my tape measure. And let's see if that's a 1/2 inch. Just to make certain. On the money. Can you see it? Let me see. I can show you on this end if you can't see them. There it is. See the 1/2 inch? Right there. Exact. That's the 1/2 inch mark. And there it is on there. Perfect. That's the 1/2 inch right there. Okay, so let's keep sewing. And this is just an easy, straight stitch. A great project to learn straight stitching and measuring is a pillow. And maybe the first throw pillow that you create, create one that does not have the zipper. Move on to a zipper in your second phase, because a zipper may detour you just a bit, but not too much. Not too much. It's not that difficult, but it's not something that maybe you want to start with. And again, I want to have some feedback from you. If you're interested in having some beginner classes, or you have some children you'd like to teach some beginner classes, just leave me a message, because I'm thinking about having some webinars on some beginning sewing projects. And they will be home decor as well as personal items. But curtains, throw pillows, things like that are wonderful beginning sewing projects. Come on down. This should also be that 1/2 inch. And it should perfectly line up. Keep going. Keep on going. All the way. Wait a minute. I got to. There we go. All the way to the end. Okay, we have all 3 sides done. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to flip this over and insert our pillow insert. Now I forgot to unzip this. but I can get it from here. There we go. There we go. Just unzip the zipper. Remember to keep it unzipped so we can get the insert. We can flip it to get to place the insert in. There it is. And you can use this same technique to create pillows for your patio furniture. Just a simple decorative throw pillow. And you can use those wonderful fabrics that's made for the outside. Now you see, just flip this over. Just turn it inside out on itself. There we go. There's that end. Flip it over. There's that end. Get that tip out. Watch that last video to do your tips on your pillows. This fabric is beautiful. And like I said, they have beautiful fabrics that you can make decorative throw pillows for your furniture, your patio furniture for the summer. There you go. That's it. And of course you cut off these little strings that's left when you sew. You're going to cut those off. And this is your zipper right here, you see? And when you unzip it, let me turn the camera around. There you go. When you unzip it, you have a big pocket for your insert. And then when you close it up, your insert is in there. If this gets soiled and you need to wash it or you need to dry clean it, this particular fabric is cold water wash. So I can throw this in with the colored laundry and launder it. Now, let's open it up. And let's place the insert in so we can see what it looks like. Okay, here it is. Right here. And it's just like putting on a pillowcase on your pillows. On your bed pillows. There you go. Get your insert in there. All the way down. And if you want to use some of those beautiful home decor fabrics that they have, those would be great as well in creating these decorative throw pillows for your couch or for your settee, your love seat. These are beautiful. As well as for your bed. Be careful if you purchase those that have buttons and rhinestones and that type of thing. Get that and make sure you have those type of things in the center so you won't have to stitch it down your seam allowances, because you need a special needle and you need skills. This is a beginner's project with the old bird. Here we go. Okay. There it is. We have our decorative pillow. Let me share it with you. There we go. There it is. There it is. Now let me stop right there. We're going to turn it over. Shake it down in there. Down in there. And work with that tip to make sure it's pointed. There it is. It's all zipped up. Now, when you, like I said, if you need to launder this or your fabric is dry cleanable, all you have to do, unzip it, remove your insert, and then you have your cover that you can clean. It's a wonderful DIY project, as well as something that you can do with special fabrics or a piece of special fabric that you have. And maybe you will make some for somebody else and give them as a gift for the holidays. I hope you've enjoyed making this decorative throw pillow with all of the problems that I've had. I enjoyed teaching you how to make it. Now, as I stated, if you're interested in some beginner projects and you'd like to take a class in making some things, send me a message. Let me know. If you have children that you'd like to teach how to sew, these are beginners projects and you don't need many materials to make them. And it's great to learn how to sew. And if I have enough of you that respond, I'll keep the price very, very minimal, and I'll teach you step by step from purchasing your fabrics, the equipments that you'll need. I'll teach you about your scissors. I'll teach you about your needles. I broke a needle today in my sewing machine, and you see we changed the needle together. I'll teach you all of that. So leave a message and let me know if you're interested, and I'll get it set up. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Twitter. Like me on Facebook. And I now have Instagram, all at Gotta Be Handmade. Because you know, for the best, it's just gotta be handmade. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.